Hi, everybody. My name is Eric Depp. I am an Herbalife distributor for the past 30 years. I live in Malaysia now, and I have been living in over 15 countries in the world and being pioneer in 13 of them, starting the Herbalife nutrition business. My objective of our conversation today, based on my experience as an independent entrepreneur and, of course, human being, is to inspire you to make some changes step by step in your living in order to become what I call the best version of yourself every day. And that's why I created what we call an ITS. Now, what is ITS? It's called Inspirational Transformational Session. You will know and you will see why. Now, why did I do on Monday? Well, Monday is the beginning of the week, apparently. So let's get started somewhere, somehow. Very simple. Now, why did I do it on morning time? Because to me, morning time, there's no better time to start a day with the good stuff. Because when you start a day good, you have a great chance that the day is not going to be just good. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. It's going to be unbelievable. So I want to start the day strongly with inspiration. Now, why did I call it inspirational more than motivational? Very simple. For me, there is a very big difference. All right. Motivation comes out of me to pump you out, to motivate you, to push you. And it's all about my ability to persuade, my ability of speaking, my ability of motivating you. And maybe you might take action or what I mentioned, you might take action on what I mentioned to you until your motivation is gone. Because I'm not going to be just behind you at every minute. And I call this an external force motivation versus inspiration. Now, to me, is completely different because the main person to act upon what you hear from me is you. I share some advice, I share some ideas, then according to my own experience, of course, but according to your experience on your side, if it makes sense, then you will apply it or not. So the main player in this case is not me anymore, is you, because it comes from your strong desire that come from inside you, not from external force, me. So I call this an internal force, internal force. Okay. So please understand that what I will share with you come really from my own experience. All right. And you don't have to believe one word of what I say because it is my own experience. But you can be sure it is exactly the truth. Okay. And maybe in the future, some of the same events or ideas or things that I share today may happen to you. So you can adjust and adapt and act accordingly of what you have heard today. So my goal of this session and episode is really to share and inspire you in order for you to be ready to face some situation of life, to be ready to act, to be ready to live with abundance and energy, ready to make and have a productive day, productive week, productive months, productive year, to become maybe more effective and transform your mindset into what I call a very powerful machine, a machine that can turn you into happiness, greatness, action, kindness, basically make a reality of a great life every day. So let's get started. Let's get to enjoy these 20 minutes that I'm going to share with you today. All right. So I will start with two questions to many of you. And the first one is, how many of you believe you can achieve all alone? How many believe that you need help from others? See, we don't really know. Well, in the next 20 minutes, I will show you that one of the components of success could be about who do you have around you, or who are you coached from, and how it can affect our decision, but also our entire life. After these 20 minutes, you will know exactly why having a what I call a mentor is important for everyone. So you can become the person you always wanted to be. Let me explain to you now. It's called, write it down if you want to, it's called mentorship. Mentorship. Now, I went to Wikipedia because I don't want to make any mistake for anybody. And first of all, I like for you to understand what is mentor, what is mentorship, where it comes from. So let me just read what comes from Wikipedia, well, what comes from dictionary. All right. Mentorship is a relationship in which a more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps you to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person. The mentor may be older or younger than the person being mentored, but they must have a certain area of expertise. Ayu, can you put not the sound? It is a learning and development partnership between someone with past experience and someone who wants to learn. Listen carefully to the words, okay? Interaction with an expert may also be necessary to gain what we call proficiency in a cultural tool. Interesting so far. Mentorship experience and relationship structure affect the amount of psychosocial support, career guidance, role modeling, and communication that happen in the mentoring relationship, in which protege and mentor engage. The person in receipt of mentorship may be referred as a protege or an apprentice or a learner. Mentoring is a process that always involves communication and is relationship based. Mentoring is a process for the informal transmission of knowledge. A support, psychosocial, with the protege and the mentor, which is relevant to work, career, or professional development. And mentoring entails informal communication, usually face-to-face, during a certain time, between a person, protege, who wants to have more knowledge, more wisdom, more experience, and the mentor who give that to that protege. Listen carefully again. The purpose of mentoring is to tap into the existing knowledge, skills, and experience of high-performing people, and transfer these skills to a newer or less experienced people in order to advance their careers. Can you believe that? A good mentor are enthusiastic people. They enjoy the role they play in helping others achieve their goals. There are many qualities of a good mentor. while considering a mentor, look for someone who is enthusiastic, good fit, respectful of others, and respected, expert in their field. Now, you have heard a 2 or 3 or 4 minutes explanation about mentorship. Now, it might be not easy to understand what I just read. You will be having a chance, by the way, to listen again when you go to the Ask for Change channel. But there are a lot of tips inside there that if you listen carefully, if you take notes about that, can help you drastically into looking for mentorship. Now, the question that comes is, why do we need a mentor? Why do we need a mentor? Well, some people say, well, I don't need a mentor. That could be done. That could happen. I call this ego. We can call this pride. This is the people that think that they can do all alone. They believe they have all the answers, but also all the questions. They question and they have all the answers as well. So they don't need anybody to help them. That's some people will think this way. Now, personally, I believe it's wrong, but that's only my opinion, by the way. Now, having a mentor, why to have a mentor? I call this an intelligent decision. Why? Because maybe you have heard the hard way versus the easy way. How many of you prefer to go the hard way? The hard way is going in the jungle with a hachette, a sword, and you cut every path to get a pass into the jungle. This is called the hard way. Sometimes you're going to meet unexpected animals, which is the same in life, by the way. We meet every day some different kind of animals, most of them with 2 legs. And you're going to learn the hard way to do. Now, an intelligent way would be to ask somebody to drive you somewhere which is not in the jungle. And they drive you with a car, and they drive you to the next point without any issue or challenge, or just maybe a little bit. That's called an easy way. That's called the intelligent way. That's called being mentor. Do you see? There is a difference between mentorship, being mentored, and not being mentored. It's up to you to decide. But let me give you, according to my own opinion as well, some of inspiration, I would say, about mentorship. Now, why do we need a mentor? Why do I think I need a mentor? Why? By the way, I have mentors as well, in my business and outside of my business. There are people that have got success, because to me, there's no point to have a mentor I'm talking, who don't have any success. Doesn't make sense. Why would I follow somebody who is now successful compared to somebody who is successful? So first of all, let's make an intelligent decision on that. Now, why do we need a mentor? Number one, it can give you some perspective. It's going to give you perspective on his experience. It's going to give you some perspective on his wisdom, on the time. Each and every one of us, we always want things yesterday. We want things to happen yesterday already. How many of us want to have a lot of money today, but not tomorrow, today? But we think everything goes fast. Now, a mentor will give you a perspective. He will tell you with his wisdom and his experience, well, by doing whatever you do, it's going to take X amount of time. He's also going to tell you, by the way, he's going to tell you, he's going to take you some work. He's going to give you the perspective. Because, as an example for money, willing to make $1,000 is very different than willing to make a $20,000 a month. Very different kind of work. Very different kind of time. Unless you play lottery and you win the lottery, that is not. It's luck. But the point is this: a mentor with his wisdom, based on his experience, will give you a perspective of what you can achieve, how long, and what do you need to do for that. He will give and share, by the way, share his experience. As you have heard before, he has a knowledge. He went through it and he's sharing with us. Now, of course, a mentor sometimes, today, as the world evolved, will ask you to be paid. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But some people became mentors of others because they were doing a seminar, and during the seminar, any individual referred to them as wow, a wow factor, meaning, wow, this guy is unbelievable. I want to be like him. How many of us these things happen? I don't know. Many of us. It happened to me. So a mentor will give you, number one, some perspective. Number two, it will give you proficiency. Proficiency. It will, what does that mean? Because of his experience, he can see and understand what you are looking for or what do you want. And he will guide you or demonstrate to you or draw it to you in a very simple way so you can understand. His experience, his proficiency will help you to understand with a simple way to explain to you. That's why some people are so good at what they do, because they understand. Everybody has his own way to understand everything. Some will be, we say, by touching. Some will be visual. Some will be by writing. I don't know, but a mentor will be able to see or to explain the three ways: by sensor, by visual, by talking, by writing. It depends. So it will simplify the process. Now, why to simplify the process? To avoid for you to fall down. Now, a mentor is not somebody who is willing to help you to fall down. It's the opposite side. If you have heard what I say from the dictionary before, a mentor is going to help you to avoid holes, to avoid pitfalls, to avoid to make mistake, to avoid to go slow. Why? Because he went through that already. That's why it's very important that when you choose your mentor, you pay attention to that. If you choose a mentor with no experience or never fall down, or new mentor, it's risky because he may say to you things that he did not experience himself. And therefore, you may fall down or not. So this is the proficiency of a mentor. He also may help you for shortcut because everybody likes shortcut. Oh, I want to go faster. Sure. This is what you can do. Why a mentor can do that? Because he went through that. Maybe his in own experience, my English, is in his own experience, he wished he could have gone faster, or she wished to go faster, did not, went through A to B to C to D, instead to go to A to D, but now they know how to do. So not only they simplify the way, not only they make sure that you understand the way, but they make it for you faster and easier because of their experience. And that's their talent, the proficiency to make it simpler for you. Now, a mentor will also give you patience. That's the three. Number three, it will help you to be patient. Be patient. Again, as a human being, we all want things today, not tomorrow. We want to get the money today. We want to get rich today. We want to get the car today. We want to get a house today. We want to have the bank account today. Today. Be patient. There's always things to come at the right time. As a matter of fact, in our experience, things happen for a reason. And that's what your mentor knows. Your mentor will help you with the perspective, with the proficiency, but also with the patience. Being patient, knowing to wait, knowing when to act, knowing when to do, how to do, what to do at the right time, not at the wrong time. A mentor today would not tell you, hey, go in the street and talk to everybody, and please don't wear a mask, and please be no social distancing, as an example, all right? Because you want. Oh, be patient. Things pass. Things take time. Life takes time. So a mentor knows that. And he will give you the perspective, the patience that you need to have for the next step. Whatever you are looking for. Because you see, learning takes time. I wish I could learn everything in 5 minutes. So I would save a lot of time. Unfortunately, this is not the way. Learning takes time. It takes time. It's a curve. Okay. It takes time. It goes slowly and goes down, boom, up. And now suddenly you say, wow, I know it. That's great. So a mentor will teach you how to be patient. And we say, you know, when the student is ready, the mentor appears. How interesting is it? Some people say, well, I don't have any mentor. Well, that may be because you're not ready yet. Or maybe you are not looking for one. In that case, it's either your ego or your pride talking. Everybody needs a mentor. If you would like to draw, you need mentorship. How to draw, the color, how to do this, how to do that. You need mentorship. If you want to open a business, you need a mentorship. If you want to open a restaurant, you need mentorship. How to deal with the customer, how to prepare the tables. Somebody has to teach you. You're not coming from the garbage man to become the owner of a 5-star Michelin restaurant. You need somebody somehow to teach you. That's called mentorship. Again, mentorship. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. The question mark is, are you ready to get a mentor? Are you ready for a mentor? or is still your ego and pride? Now, by the way, I know exactly what it means, ego and pride, because for many years I was like that until I found my mentors. My mentors, different kind of people, and they helped me to understand and to do better things so I can become a better person in my value, in my thinking, in my action, in everything around me. Of course, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect, guys. I wish we could be perfect, but it will be too crazy if everybody is perfect. But we all need a mentor at the right time. Some people will say, well, I didn't find it yet. Well, a mentor can be a person. A mentor can be a phrase from a book. A mentor can be a book, by the way. The autobiography of somebody can be your mentorship. Absolutely. Now, also, in order to receive from other people as a mentorship, you need to give first. A lot of people, they don't understand. Oh, I want. Yes, okay. What are you giving? Are you giving something first? Oh no, but I want to receive this. I want to that. I want this. Okay, first of all, learn how to give first. Then you will receive. You will receive advice. You will receive wisdom. You will receive experience. You will receive help the day you are ready to give and the day you are ready mentally. That's my personal opinion, by the way. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. Mentors usually also are quite busy. They are busy. They are busy people. Why? Because everybody wants to get help from them. You know, of course, they are successful. They are smart. They go fast, the easy way. They know what they're doing. They have wisdom. They have experience. Everybody want them. So the question is, what are you doing to attract the attention of your mentor? Are you producing? Are you doing what you say? Are you going the extra mile? Are you learning? Are you teaching some of the stuff that you know to other people? This is in a way to give what I was talking about. Give to others your knowledge. Share your wisdom with others. Are you doing that in order to attract the attention of your mentor? Or you're just passing life, living, not living, surviving, and saying, well, first is me first, and the rest, who cares? Well, that's not really mentorship here. You see, in order to get a mentor, you need to be willing to learn. If not, you will get nobody. And then you wonder why you're not successful. Because ego and pride, only that. That's what many people are guided from. So attract your mentor in a way that what you're doing from him or her, say, wow, that person is interesting and I want to invest my time into that person. I want to invest everything that I can to share with that person my wisdom because they are worth it. And I know they are sharing it outside. So, who is your mentor? Or do you have a mentor? Now, usually when we have a mentor, we model them. Some people will say, some people will go to even extreme. they will they would wear what they wear, they would talk the way they talk, they will look the way they look, They will dress the way they dress. They will eat the way they eat. They will exactly be a copycat of that person. Why? Because when you want to attract, when you want to attract people, you're going to attract people like you. Now, some people say, oh, I wish I could attract in my business some better people, some better person. Well, number one, become a better person yourself. Number one, don't worry about the rest. Number one, that you become a better person. And by modeling your mentor, you may start to attract people like him. And therefore, you're going to attract people looking for mentorship, looking for your wisdom, looking for your experience, looking for your ability to inspire them. That's called role model, modeling your mentor. Model him the way that he read. What does he read? Look in the Google and look at what they do. What do they read? How do they dress? What do they eat? Where do they eat? Because maybe one day you may be having a chance to meet them personally. And what a day it would be that if one day you would meet the person that you admire and that you have been taking so many advice from, indirectly or directly, and you meet them. Wow. Look at the way they walk like them, dress like them, talk like them, act like them, read like them, if it's your mentor. So, mentorship. Now, I hope that you understand how important, or maybe some people urgent to do as soon as possible in order to really have a better life in all senses, financially, physically, personally, professionally. So to conclude off, I would say today, all day long, practice, work on who you want to be mentored from. Think about it, look for it. And by understanding this and following, in no time, you're going to improve the quality of your day. Now, let me ask you, what if what you have heard today, you could start every day to put it in practice? Do you think that it will enhance your life and make it more successful? No question about it. So I challenge you this week to put in practice some of my suggestions and create in your way who you want to model, and every day to follow that. And I guarantee that at the end of this week, you're going to be a completely different person. Remember, we're all human beings, therefore not a tree, okay? So we can improve and we can change. When? When we are ready. Are you ready to act now? I hope so. So let's start to implement and let's start to live a life full of health and wealth. And I will see you on next week into my next episode of what I call the inspirational transformation session. Again, my name is Eric Depp. I am here for you. I want to thank you very much for your listening. You're going to have a fantastic week. And remember, all the information that you did not maybe catch today are on the channel Ask for Change Now. And on the channel, by the way, this is episode number 17. So we have 16 other episodes of 30 minutes that I believe some of them can really transform your mindset in anywhere any way you like and you want to. Listen to it, enjoy it, comment it if you like it. If you don't like it, comment it the same way. Give me some suggestions. I love to hear what you think about. Thank you guys. You have a fantastic week. Episode 17, we were talking about mentorship. See you next week again. My name is Eric. Bye bye.